customers have a new way of scamming DoorDash, even drivers. Bottom line, with this new scam, you are losing money. Find out what customers are up to now.
All right, before we get into today's video, let's just give a special thanks to today's sponsor, Para. And you can now track your mileage for free with Para. You can also like and dislike customers, restaurants, and locations, auto-decline lowball offers, see hidden trip information, including the exact drop-off address, see if you're delivering to a house or an apartment, and know the total payout. Also, earn up to $50 an hour with ParaWorks, doing high-paying catering, packaging, and medical delivery jobs in your market. Check the link in the description below. Let's get back to today's video.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Kim from Kim's Side Money Plans, and I'm here for the RideShare Guy. There is a new way customers are scamming DoorDash, and it can also apply to Uber Eats. But in doing this, they are also taking money away from drivers too. In this video, I'm going to cover what customers are up to now, and stick around because if you find yourself in this scam or situation as a driver, you are going to know what to do. Here is what customers are doing. As always, the customer places an order for 1 or 2 small items through a local restaurant. Sounds pretty normal up to this point, right? Well, it is what's next, which is the scam. They then call the restaurant, not DoorDash, and they say they forgot to add items to their order, and they can give it to the driver when they arrive. Their 2-item order, let's say, is $10 to $15. In most cases, they do the minimum of $12. Yeah, their new order becomes $50 to $100. By doing this, they pay lower delivery fees, and they don't have to tip their driver on the higher dollar amount, but expect everything to be delivered for one low bargain price. Win-win for the customer. But how does it affect everyone else? Well, if you're the restaurant and the customer calls you directly, you don't have to pay DoorDash any profits from the sales that you just made off of the more money the customer is spending, and you make money on your end. Win-win for the restaurant, so they don't think anything of it. Do we really care that DoorDash is losing money? Well, we'll care just for a little bit. I guess by this scam, they're losing out on bigger delivery fees and any other crazy fees they make their customers pay. And then there is the driver. In my opinion, man, we always get the short end of the stick. We are now delivering more food and getting paid less from DoorDash and the customer because of possibly a smaller base pay on DoorDash's end, but on the customer end, definitely a smaller tip. I would like to think a customer who buys $15 worth of food versus $50 worth of food tips differently. Well, some do. We all know the ups and downs on customer tipping. That could be a whole nother video. The reason why I know so much about this scam is because I found myself picking up from a restaurant, and this is exactly what happened. So I walked into the restaurant that know me by name, and so do all the managers. So I walk in with a $5.75 order, only going 1 mile, easy, quick order, and only has 2 items. I'm thinking, score. I walk up to the counter, say the name, and the manager gives me 3 bags of food. I said, I think you gave me the wrong order. I only have 2 gyros, which, by the way, it was a Greek place. He said, no, it's right. The customer called and added a couple more items. I joked around and said, a couple more items? This is like a whole new order. Then they tried to get me to take it because he said, and I quote, I'm giving it to them as a courtesy. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I said, hold on, let me call DoorDash support and make sure it's okay for me to take the extra items. Man, he wasn't expecting me to say that. So now I'm calculating in my head, this person tipped me probably $3 on now a $75 order instead of like a $20 order. Now, don't get me wrong. If it was one item, I get it. No problem. I'm moving on. I probably wouldn't have even noticed it, especially in a stapled bag. But this person now had a huge order. You would think it was like a large order program order. Anyway, so I called support, explained to them what was happening, and they said I was only authorized to take what was on the order. So and I went to the restaurant and told the restaurant what support said, took 2 items and delivered it. Because the restaurant wasn't too happy because they had to deliver the extra items on their end because it was their responsibility. When speaking to the support, they did say they get calls like this often and drivers are only authorized to take what is on their phone. Bottom line, what should you do as a driver if this happens to you? First, I wouldn't have known if this was a scam if it was 1 or 2 items in a staple bag. Red flag alert. When you pick up 1 or 2 items and they're handing you 2 or 3 bags, that's the problem. Next, don't be afraid of asking the restaurant like I did and show them that you only have 2 items, even maybe 1 item on your phone, and question why there are so many items. If you don't feel comfortable taking the items, partner with support and have them lead you in the right direction. The other option, you can just take the order and complete it. That's completely up to you. I personally don't like losing money on my end. There are some cons in doing this, but it's completely your decision to make. You are shortchanging yourself as a driver if you do take the order, and you are also encouraging customers to think it's okay to keep scamming, and finally, you are now held liable for the food that's not on your phone. I feel like in our gig economy, there is always a new scam of some sort. Customers always trying to get something for free, and this is just a new wave that might not scream it's a scam, but it is. I just wanted everybody to be aware if this actually does happen to you. Does it happen often? No, this is one and only time in the years I've been doing this that it has happened to me in doing gig work. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, and customers will always try to get something for free. So let me know in the comments, has this happened to you? And let me know, would you be like me and not take the extra food? Or are you that driver that says, who cares? Give me the order and I'm moving on. Better yet, what do you think of this new scam? Are you new here and coming here for the very first time? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Make sure that all those alerts are turned on. And everyone, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.